Welcome to the Gabrielle Lara Show podcast. This podcast is a safe space for new and aspiring service-based entrepreneurs. Gabrielle is a niche coach, and her unscripted podcast walks you through the highs and lows of entrepreneurship and how to navigate the in-between. You can expect a mix of business strategies and personal development tips to help you get to the next level with a little bit of spirituality sprinkled in as well. Get cozy and please stay a while. You are more than welcome here. If you clicked play on this video, then I want to congratulate you for acknowledging that you're struggling right now. Because there's a lot of people out there who don't want to admit that. They want to continue running from it, but it's like you know that you don't want to run from it anymore. You're ready to fix this. You're ready to step into who you are as a coach, as an individual, as a person. You're ready for it. And the first step to doing that is to acknowledging that you're not where you want to be right now. And I wanted to open this episode starting with that because I want you to just take a moment, pause this video, please, and thank yourself. It's huge. It's huge. And a lot of people don't do it. So please congratulate yourself for doing that and celebrate this win. Listening to this episode is a win because I hope that by the time that, I finish recording and you stop listening, that you have the answers that you're looking for. Now, the answer that I'm about to say may not resonate right now. It may not feel the best. It may sting a little bit. But it's the exact advice that I wish I heard at the start of my coaching business when I was deeply struggling, because it would have helped me immensely. And my hope for this is that it helps every single one of you listening immensely too. The number one reason why you are struggling in your coaching business right now is because you're running from yourself. You're running from yourself. You're focusing on what everyone else is doing. You're focusing on how it's going to work for you. And you're running further away from yourself every single time you do that. How we step into who we are as a coach, as a person, right? It starts with us as individuals and then segues into us as business owners and as coaches, is acknowledging who we are. And I can't tell you the amount of people who run from who they are when the answer lies within you. The moment that you start turning inward versus turning outward so much is when it shifts for you. You genuinely have all the answers inside. And I have been through healing periods of my life where I wanted to freaking scream when I heard that. But it couldn't be more true. I wanted to scream because I was afraid of the healing. And that's what almost every single person that I come across and that I've experienced myself is doing. They're running from themselves so that they're not in alignment with their business, right? They're looking at what everyone else is doing. They're copying other people. They're running further and further and further away from themselves because subconsciously they know to step into who they are and to get to know themselves is going to take healing. And that's what we run from. We run from the trauma. We run from the wounds. We know subconsciously that to fully step into who we are, we have to overcome those. We have to learn to live with those. We have to heal those, whatever it may look like in your journey. And that's why we run, sprint, and we look at everyone else. We scroll endlessly for hours to just get that external rush of dopamine when we should be looking internally at ourselves for that. That is why your coaching business is struggling. You are avoiding who you are and what you as an individual can bring to the table. Because I promise every single one of you listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or watching this on YouTube, you can also watch this on YouTube, guys, is just running. And that's the struggle. But I promise you that every single one of you has an individual trait that they bring to the table that you guys can monetize and make a freaking killing off of. I'm telling you that right now. It's what I do every single day with my clients. I see it all the time. But you have to be able to face the beast to do that, right? Maybe it's surface level. Maybe right now you're recognizing it as surface level where you're struggling to stay disciplined. I would be diving deep into you. Why? Why are you struggling to stay disciplined? Well, I keep having these distractions. Well, why are you letting yourself get off of track, right? Why are you letting yourself get distracted? What's there? And the digger you deep into every single problem you're experiencing now, 9 times out of 10, it goes back to your childhood or some point from like 0 to 10 years old that you've experienced in your life that shaped you in a way, right? Maybe you're getting distracted and allowing yourself to get distracted, where the dog barks, the doorbell rings, or you hear the mailman and you want to go run and check for the Christmas cards or whatever it may be. When in actuality, you're probably terrified. You're probably petrified to record the video that you've been procrastinating on doing for a while. You don't love the way you look, so you don't want to get on video. But consciously, right, we recognize that as, just procrastination, right? I'm struggling with my discipline. I'm not very disciplined. When in actuality, maybe you don't like the way you look. Because growing up, people told you you were overweight or you were ugly or you had pimples on your face, whatever it may be. So it stuck with you. We run from ourselves because we're afraid to rebuild our relationship with ourselves. And that's hard. It's hard. But it's one of the reasons why I struggle so much with, people saying, oh, here, buy my strategy. This will do it. I say all the time, most of the time, it's not strategy that coaches need, at least the coaches I work with. It is healing. It is rebuilding the relationship with themselves. It is trusting themselves. It's stop running from themselves. They know the strategy. They have it. They have it within. They always know it. Like, I barely have to shake it out of them. Once we get there, they're like, yes, this is it. That's them. That's their doing. That's their empowerment of doing it. It's the running from themselves. So your coaching business is likely struggling because you don't know who you are right now. Maybe at some point in your life, you've lost yourself a little bit. We all do it, and it sucks. But here's the thing. The first part is recognizing that has happened. And I hope to goodness that through this video, your intuition is lighting up right now. If this resonates, it very well may not resonate with you, but I know in my heart that it's going to resonate with the right person. And if I can get this in front of just one other person who realizes that they're struggling because they're running from themselves, then I have done my job. It starts with you and you getting back into alignment with who you are. Who are you? Who are you? That's what I want to know. Who is the highest level of you? You find that out once you stop running. And once, you stop walking by the bathroom mirror and won't look up. Right? But you put a smile on every day and you're like, I'm going to do it. Yet you won't look yourself in the mirror. What I want you to do is every single day look in that mirror and say, you know what? We took a left turn there, but we're coming back. Because here's the thing that no one talks about. When you lose yourself and then you find yourself again, I just got the chills. You are so fucking unstoppable. It is not even funny. There is not a damn thing that is getting in your way when that happens. Why? Because it is hard as hell to heal. It is hard as hell. But once you heal, and once you get to know yourself again, you are unstoppable. Nothing, any challenge that's thrown in front of you, the amount of trust you've built with yourself, you slide it right off your shoulder. Oh, we didn't make money this month? Whatever, I'll double it now. I'll make triple the amount I wanted to make next month. Because you are so determined and because you finally love yourself again. So if you are struggling in your coaching business, I please highly, highly encourage you to focus on rebuilding your relationship with yourself again. It looks different for everyone. So I don't want to sit here and say it's going to be face masks and paint your toenails. It's not. It's likely probably not. It's probably going to be a lot of time with your journal, maybe a therapist. If you guys want to know how I personally dealt with this and how I still deal with it, I love therapy. Love talk therapy. I've been doing it for almost 10 years. Pam is my girl, and I will do it for the rest of my life. So I do that. I journal deeply. I cry a lot when I feel like I need to cry. And I say affirmations to myself. Like, I now look myself in the mirror gladly. And I'm like, look at how far I celebrate myself. I find that women don't do that because they think they're being cocky, or, they shouldn't be self-centered, or it comes across as that. You can be by yourself in that bathroom, just looking yourself in the mirror and being like, you freaking go, girl. Like, look what we just did. Look what we did today. We woke up, we went to the gym, and we took the dogs for a walk. Let's freaking go. What a good day. Instead of brushing past the bathroom mirror, and it's like, oh, you only took the dog for a 20-minute walk. You should have done an hour. You only did this. You ate a bagel this morning. You should have had an avocado smoothie or whatever, You treat yourself with respect, just like you've been doing for everyone else. Now it's your turn. It is your turn to look in the mirror. It is your turn to do that shadow work and get those tears out and heal what you feel you need to heal, and only you know. Only you know. But here's where it affects your business, is the universe is going to keep putting these things in front of you. They're not just going to go away. They're actually going to make themselves more known as you continue to avoid them. And it's going to show up in your business. It's going to show up when you're ready to show up. And then you realize you're not ready to show up because there's deep, deep pain inside. And this doesn't mean that you've had to go through this crazy traumatic event. If you were bullied in school, if you had one bad event as a kid and you didn't heal that, it's going to come up in adulthood. That's likely what's happening to you right now. So I know I typically give tips and tricks and all that in all my podcasts, but your healing journey is individual. And I hope by hearing mine, if any of that resonated with you, please try it. But it's very individual to you. And you know best if, one, you know who you are right now, and two, how you can get to know yourself again. But I strongly encourage you to dig deeply for that, because like I said, once you heal that, you are freaking unstoppable. And that's when your business takes off. I will see you guys in next week's episode.
If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review this podcast and share it with your fellow aspiring entrepreneurs. Thank you so much for listening, my friends, and I'll talk to you soon.